Okay, I want to show you all something. It's really nasty out, raining, and I'm bored, and I want to make some shot shells for my Glock 20 10mm, and I've never seen any advertised anywhere. I don't know that they make any. I know they make some for certain pistols and some 22s and things of that nature, but never seen any for 10mm, so I decided to make my own. Real quick, I've got some used 10mm casings, been fired 2 times or more, and this is still good brass, but it's old, so it's not going to hurt my feelings to ruin it. First thing I need to do is put primer in here, and these have all been trimmed. I try to keep them as close to the trim length as I can, and because it does headspace off of the mouth of the case. And I'm just going to do one of these real quick. I don't have enough time to do several of them, but you'll get the idea. Keep that pointer away from your face. You should be wearing safety glasses. I don't have mine on. And get a primer in there. I use about 3 grains of power pistol. Just put a little bit of that in there. Doesn't take much. You're going to get some decent velocity out of this, but I'm using my 0.3 cc scoop. And try to be careful and get all that in there. There we go. If you've got one of these, the Lee powder measure kit, I'm using the first 2 scoops out of there. The 0.3C and the 0.5cc is what you're going to use for your shot. And I have some of these little cardboard wafers that I cut out, and they're real small, just perfect size for 10mm. And how I did that was I took an old 35 Remington casing, cut that off with a pipe cutter, and I flared the mouth of it out until it was the same diameter as the inside of that 10mm case. Works really good. Just take a hammer, turn it upside down on your cardboard, punch some out, and any kind of thin cardboard will work. Soda box, beer box, whatever you got. I wouldn't use anything too thick. Try to get that in there in the mouth of that case. Try to keep it as straight as you can. If it turns on you, you'll have to dig it back out and start all over. And then I take a piece of dowel rod, that's probably a 1/4 inch dowel rod, and slide that down in there on top of your powder. You get it down there on top of your powder, work it around the inside edges, and tamp that down really good. You want it nice and tight. It's not going to build up a whole lot of pressure, but it'll be enough to get that shot out of there. I'm using 7.5 shot. Like I said, that's all I had. 8 or 9 would work probably even better. But full scoop, full level scoop, half cc scoop here, you're going to get anywhere from 26 to 28 or 30 pieces of shot. Dump a scoop of that down in there. That's plenty. Get these out of the way. And the next thing you need is some polyfill. This is what they make quilts out of. Tear you off a little piece of that. I try to roll it up in a little ball here because it's kind of stringy. Try to keep all the little hairs together there. Poke that down in there on top of your shot. Take your dowel rod, get all that tamp down in there. Try to keep it inside the case if you can. It's no big deal, but just try to keep it as neat as I can. It'll shoot better that way. Take another cardboard wafer, put that on top of your polyfill. Take your dowel rod and tamp that down real good. Just try and keep it all packed in there as tight as you can. You're going to get a better shot that way. And that's it. We're ready to kill a snake. Now, I pull my slide back, set the slide lock, drop this in there. You're going to have to feed each one of them by hand. Got a hair sticking out there. Because it's not going to feed through your magazine. But drop that down in there. And then you're going to want to let it slam forward. Keep it pointed away from you, just in case. You never know. And let that slam pretty good, and that'll chamber it tight. If you try to do it easy, it acts like it doesn't want to close all the way. So just let it slam forward. I've got 3 of these already made up, and then I just made that one. And let's take them outside and I'll show you what they do. Bear with me. This HD video gets a little crazy when you're walking. It's real jumpy. But we're going to go outside and shoot one of these. Got a snake target already made up. Set this right here so you can see what I'm doing. And there's our snake that we're going to kill. Step back about 5 feet or so, maybe a little further, 6 feet, 7 feet, and it's probably as close as you're ever going to want to get to a snake, especially if it's a poisonous one. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot him in the head. Can't see it real well from the front, but look at the pattern on the back. That's a pretty good pattern for a pistol. See, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 shot in the head. My pattern went a little high here on this side, but you know, this is a 4.5 inch barrel of a Glock 20, and that's plenty of velocity right there. It penetrated completely through the cardboard. I guarantee you that'll be plenty to kill a snake too, or a rabbit, some kind of small animal, rat, mouse, whatever. Wouldn't recommend shooting these indoors, but there you go. And that empty comes right out. Save that. You can fire it again. It's a little bulged, but run that through your sizer, knock that old primer out of there, and it's ready to go again. Thanks for watching.